But when things get weird, we go back to the basics. It's sharpening the stone. It's all those million movements to accomplish the Joule effect, if you will. You have to put the work in every single day. Always do something. And then you have to test it. You have to time it. You have to figure out better ways. You have to perfect it. But you still have to do it. You got to do the base. You can build a pyramid with 4 blocks on the base, 4 equal-sized blocks, and 1 block on the top, and it kind of gives you that pyramid effect. But to go any higher than that and to keep those proportions, that base has to get bigger. Unless you're going to move those blocks around, you still have to add to the base. You have to add to the foundation. That's the practice. That's the back to basics. That's the doing what you do. Why do we do what we do? That can transition, that can change, but a lot of times when you've transitioned and changed and things aren't working and you need to get things working again, go back to the basics. Why did people start coming to you? Came to us because we made custom gear. We still do. It costs a lot more. We don't have to take every single order now. But when things get weird, we go back to the basics. When I have a problem that I'm trying to solve or some frustration or something, I can still sit on that sewing machine and just sew normal stuff. I can do production stuff in the evening. The answer will generally come to me. Whereas if I stand there and just focus on the problem and try to figure it out, it just causes frustration. When I walk away and still get forward motion, the base, the answer usually solves itself. It comes to me when I'm not focused on it. And that's the deal. You just have to put that time in because it's true. Nobody does care. Nobody's going to do you like you do you. Nobody's going to care about your health like you care about your health. You have to solve most of your own problems. Most of the answers are there. You just have to search for them, because when you talk to your doctor, he's going to come in the room backwards typically with his iPad, and he's going to talk to you. And a lot of times, they're not even making eye contact with you anymore. They're definitely not looking in your mouth and checking your nose and doing all the normal shit. They're doing absolutely as little as possible to fit the most amount of people in the least amount of time. And then they're going to push you some drugs of some sort because the pharmaceutical company is trying to send them on a cruise or rent them or lease them a car or whatever it is that they want. Nobody cares about your health like you care about your health. So when you start searching it, you find all these things. You get on the internet and you'll find out that you have 10 kinds of cancer, of course, with WebMD and whatever. But one of those solutions, one of those is probably the right answer. You just have to dabble in them and see if that's the right direction. If you get better, try more of that. If you don't get better, try something else. But the doctor's not going to cure your problem. Your employees aren't going to fix your problems. Your family is not going to fix your problems. You are going to fix your problems, or you're not. And you're just going to do the same thing over and over, and you're going to be on that treadmill, and you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to see anything. You're not going to progress. You're just going to do the same things. You always have to test it, do something a little more, invent a new product, invent a new item, perfect it, add to the old, whatever it is. But it all starts with that foundation. Where is your foundation at? What is it you want? What do you want to have? Why are you doing it? You need to come up with something that you can do. A guy had commented on one of my Instagram videos this morning. He's like, I work in the prison, and I've been here 10 years, and I've got another 13 before I retire. I'm going to stick it out. I go, man, that's like you being in prison. You are doing more time in prison than a lot of your customers, your inmates. Your inmates will be out of prison before you are. So what if you could spend your time when you're not at the prison coming up with some kind of craft or hobby or skill that you could start to sell and have some money come in? What you might find is that money comes up to that same level, and you could just stop the prison stuff and do the hobby and turn that into a real business. And he said some more things, but basically what it comes down to is we have been convinced that if we just stick it out, we'll get that pension. Well, what happens when those pensions default? What happens if that system goes away? What happens if that money that you worked all that time and you put those 23, 25, 30 years into, what if it's not there? The man used to work for a gold watch. There's not even a gold watch anymore. A lot of people's parachutes, they no longer exist. They work all that time because it's just complacency. It's easier in their head. They have this golden bone that they're chasing, which they probably don't even believe will exist at that point. Why not find something you like and figure out how to do that? Well, the answer is because most people just work that job, and then on the weekends, they sleep in, they piddle around the house, watch some TV, eat some fast food. If that's you, well, that's fine. Everybody needs people like that, because in order to be up here, somebody has to be down here. You just have to decide whether you're going to stay down here or you're going to fucking claw your way up and maybe pull some other people up with you. Till you make those choices, nobody can make those choices for you. We can have the conversation, we can have the motivation, but until you decide to flip the switch, it's just entertainment. Until you use it, then it becomes education, and you did something with it, and then maybe you educate somebody else. That's why we make the videos, so that we can show you. Maybe we motivate one or two guys. Maybe some guys start some things, building some things that we can sell. There's guys doing pins that watched us. There's guys doing holsters that watched us. There's guys doing all kinds of things, and they start commenting, and I'm like, what's your business? What's your business? What's your business? What's your webpage? When they're building something that looks like it's something maybe we want to do, we'll reach out to them and go, hey, let's do something. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If the margin's not right, they're just not there yet, that's fine. Maybe we can do a lower piece run, and we can send some business to them, and we can use them as an example that you really can do this, and then more people watch what we're doing. I don't know, we gain people from all over the place. Some want to buy a product we show them. Some just want to hear something we show them and become a customer years later. I don't know. You tell me. Why are you here? Why do you watch the videos? What value do you get from them? How can we do better? What do you like about the videos we do? Sometimes I see guys comment, man, I really like these gear videos, and I don't see them comment anywhere else. Sometimes I see guys comment on the YouTube videos like this one right now, and I don't see them comment anywhere else. And then sometimes when I hit Instagram, dudes comment that we don't ever see bother to comment on the YouTube. Leave us some comments. Help us do this better. Leave us some interaction. Give us some material to talk about. We make our videos a lot of times just off of what you guys say. Not necessarily exactly what you say, but it spurs a thought, and we turn the camera on and we go. And that's how this came out, off of that Instagram video this morning. So interact with us. We will talk to you about anything you want to talk about. As long as you're not an asshole, then we'll talk to you too. You just won't like it. That's it.